Morning everybody, it's Chad from Stick's Blog. I'm Stick, and this morning I want to talk about some Snuggly Toes. A couple of months ago, a lady by the name of Meredith O'Neil contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested in trying out some of her Alpaca foot warmers, or Snuggly Toes, this winter. I'll tell you one thing, during the winter whenever my toes get cold, it sucks. So after she asked me that and I looked around her website, I said, sure, I'd love to try out a pair. So she sent me a pair. Now I want to say real quick, Meredith O'Neil, I think that her farm, which is called Springtime Farms, I'm wanting to say it's somewhere up around Washington State. I'm sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head for sure if it is, but I'm wanting to say it's somewhere up in that area. But anyway, Meredith actually has her own farm where she raises alpacas. At the time, I think she's got like 30 alpacas, something like that, and that may change, just what I'm going by according to the website. But she lives on an off-the-grid kind of farm. She uses solar and wind power to keep everything going. You know, she's got a garden, so she's doing everything just really kind of, you know, off the land, which is pretty cool. But she has all these alpacas, and she makes a number of different items. If you'll go to snugglytoes.com and look, there's a couple of different items. She makes dog beds or pet beds. She actually also makes comforters for our beds, which I think is pretty cool. But there are a couple of little things that you can buy. I believe that you can actually also get some alpaca yarn. You can buy that from her. But one of the things that she makes and sells is the Snuggly Toes. And essentially these are just insoles made to go inside your boots or your shoes or whatever it is that you're wearing, and use them as insoles. Now, as far as I understand, they're not meant to replace the insoles that are inside your footwear. You're just supposed to simply put them inside with your footwear or inside with your insoles, and just use them like that. And then, of course, the alpaca fibers will actually help keep your feet warm. Now, the way that these are made, the way I understand it, she actually spins these and then knits them and then felts them. And then by doing that, I think from the way it sounds, she has, like, say, a big piece of fabric or a big piece of alpaca, and once she gets that made, then she actually cuts these out of those pieces. I'm saying that because the way that she makes these, whenever you cut them, it's okay, they won't start fraying at the ends, because the way that this is suggested to do is to order your size. Mine is a size 12 is what I have here. I would take one of my insoles out of my boots, and I would basically put it on there like so, and then I could just cut off the excess. So you don't have to worry about cutting off the excess and worry about the ends of it fraying, because the way that she makes these, it'll actually keep that from happening, according to the website. Of course, I have not used these yet, but I do plan on it this winter. Right now, like I say, it's only like 50 degrees outside, and it really hasn't gotten cold enough for me to actually wear boots or anything. However, I do have some trips coming up that I do plan on using these, and I look forward to trying them out. But anyway, they feel pretty neat. They're very soft against my skin. Of course, I'll be wearing socks while I'm wearing my boots. But they're definitely an interesting product, and one that I'm excited about trying out this year, especially if it keeps my toes warm, keeps them from getting cold. Another great thing about these is not only can I use them in my boots while I'm hiking during the day, but also at the end of the day, and I didn't bring them out here, I should have, but at the end of the day, I can just simply slip these out of my boots and put them in my over booties that I got from Goose Feet Gear, and use these inside my over booties with my down socks also. So they should work out pretty well, I think. Now, I want to go ahead and say that one thing I am a little bit concerned about is that these are fairly thick. I'm going to say they're at least 1/4 of an inch thick. Now, that's going to take up some volume inside my footwear, especially if I leave my insoles in my boots. So that's one thing I'm going to be concerned about, and I'm going to actually have to try it before I actually head out on the trail. I'm going to have to wear them around for a while with the insoles and with the Snuggly Toes and see if it bothers me any. Otherwise, what I may end up trying to do is I may just completely remove the insoles and just use these. But I'm not sure. That's something I'm going to try out. But anyway, that's the Snuggly Toes insoles. They come Women's size 6 to 11, I believe, and then men's size 9 to 13, I believe, is what you can order them as. However, if you have a smaller foot than that, like I said, you just take your insoles out and cut out around them. So these should be able to work for pretty much any size footwear up to, size 11 in women's or 13 in men's. According to the website, they're good for at least a season of use. That just depends, of course, on how much you actually use them. You can wash these, and the way that she recommends you washing them on her website is by simply filling up a sink of water. Can't remember if it's hot or cold, but it's on her website. Anyway, filling up the sink with water and then putting a dab of like some Dawn dishwashing liquid or something in there, and then just setting these in there and letting them soak. And then letting that water out, filling the sink up again, setting these in there and letting them rinse out. And then just air dry them. She said you can wash them in the washing machine on cold cycle and then air dry. However, she can't guarantee that they would last as long as if you were to sink wash them, which is understandable. But anyway, like I said, Snuggly Toe Warmers. I'm really excited about trying these out this summer or winter and seeing if they really do keep my toes warm. And I'd like to say a big thanks to Meredith for sending these out to me so I can check them out. I really appreciate it, Meredith. And just right off the top of, or just initial looking at them, I think I'm going to really like them. They feel like they will be warm. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to post them below this video or my blog post. Or you could head on over to snugglytoes.com and shoot Meredith an email, and I'm sure she'd be very happy to assist you in any way that she could. And until then, folks, I appreciate you watching. See you later.